Morning, Chef.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right.
Same here.
Morning, Marilyn.
Good morning, Chef.
How are you today?
I'm doing great, and you?
Doing all right.
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning, Chef.
Morning.
Morning, Chef.
Good morning. How are you? Guillermo?
Doing good, thank you.
Good. Hey, sorry, I accidentally called you. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Yeah, it was a butt dial. Sorry about that. All right. Bye-bye. Who is that? Aline's dad. That's awesome. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chef.
How are you this morning? We'll get started at 10 minutes from now. So if you need to go do something, you can go do it. 10 minutes from now, we will start. Morning, Gary.
Morning, Chef.
You can turn off your camera. It's fine. We got until 6:10. About 2 more minutes and we'll get started, guys. All right, guys, good morning. We're going to get started. And guys, remember, I'm having my colonoscopy today, so I am drinking this huge jug of medicine. So I might need to run to the restroom every once in a while. So just kind of cut me some slack on that a little bit, but we will get this party started. So let me share my screen with you. All right, so we are going to be talking about motivation today. All right, and we kind of talked about it yesterday as well, and this is kind of going in more in depth with motivation and how to motivate your employees and your staff and all of that good stuff and what motivation does. So, but we're going to do a kind of review from yesterday, and that was leadership. Kind of a recap. We've got the 5 different leadership qualities or different styles, if you will, and that is autocratic. Anybody can tell me what autocratic leadership means? Anybody remember that?
It means that you're the one making all the decisions.
That is correct. And how about democratic? Anybody remember what the democratic leadership means?
Employees can have input.
Yep. And then laissez-faire?
Like more laid back.
More laid back, just kind of, it is what it is kind of a deal. And then number 4? Transitional?
This is the one where they were talking about management is
Yes. Transactional. And number 5?
Like very motivated, makes big changes.
Big changes, yes. And we're going to be talking about employee motivation. So we're going to start off with a video on motivation. And
Megan and I decided to open a restaurant purely because we wanted to offer our own dining experience. We really wanted to build a rapport with each and every individual customer, making sure that they felt special. If that was portrayed through the food, an element of theatre at the table, or the way the floor staff make the customers feel welcome and special.
We knew that we both had the same thoughts and the same ideas on how our restaurant should run. Whenever you are passionate about something, to be able to do it your way, exactly the way you believe it should be done, is so rewarding.
Working together, opening a restaurant together, all the highs and lows of that as well has undoubtedly strengthened our relationship. We've been through so much already, and we've come out the other end.
The relationship between our front and back of house is a key contributing factor to the success that we've had.
It's a collaborative effort between not just the floor staff in the kitchen, but everyone involved in the day in, day out running of the restaurant.
Our front of house staff know how many hours our chefs work and how dedicated they are to what they do. There's no point in them doing that if we can't then deliver that beautiful food in a way that it deserves to be presented.
It's the floor staff that brings the customer back most of the time, and it's the passion and the skill in which it gets delivered to the table that can make the food feel special as well, and even taste better, I believe.
We're well aware of our customers' expectations, and if we communicate, mistakes don't occur, and then we're able to deliver the premium experience that we aim to deliver.
Expectations are a huge thing for restaurants, for any business, and we wanted to make sure that whenever people were walking through that front door, whatever their expectations of Muse was, whether it be 6 years ago or today, we want to make sure that they're still wowed by that experience. We promote natural progression, and that really starts from the top and works its way down. All of the staff are included, whether it be our bookkeepers to our kitchen hand. Everyone is included in having a say in the restaurant, having a say in how it runs, having a say in the food.
We don't micromanage. We expect all of our staff to take ownership for what they do here. They all know that they are so important to us. We see them as family and they feel heard, and when people feel like that, then they thrive.
We promote for them to give their personality to the customers. They want to build their own unique rapport with that person, and they have their own personality. They're intelligent, they're food and wine savvy, they're passionate about their job, and that really helps engaging with the customers.
At the end of the day, they're wonderful friends. They socialise outside of work, they know everything that's going on in each other's life, and they do have so much respect for each other. And when you work with a team like we have, it makes you want to be better. It makes you want to be part of it.
We work together for the one goal, to be here for a long time and to grow together.
I think restaurant managers, I think restaurant owners should really be focusing highly on what they can do to keep people in the industry.
All right, so pretty motivational speaking right there. I mean, if you work well together with your team, you're going to have a successful restaurant. And highly motivated, highly skilled people. Again, starting back at day one where we talked about it, all starts with the hiring process, right? It all starts with the applicant and the application and all in the resume. It all starts there, and it's a building block of so where, you know, you're hiring the highly motivated people or highly skilled people and all of those things. So it starts off, it really starts at the very beginning. And like we kind of have been talking about throughout. So let's see, we have employee motivation. So motivation is basically, what is motivation? Someone tell me in your own words, what is motivation?
It's what pushes you or what drives you.
Okay. It pushes you or drives you to do what you do, basically. And can you force someone to be motivated?
No, not at all.
Not really. I mean, you can, yell and scream and all of that, but you're not ever going to really, you can motivate people by fear. You can motivate people by screaming. You can motivate people by other things, but it's not the right motivation, right? It's fear. It's all sorts of different kind of more of a negative motivation than a positive motivation. Let's see. When you are motivated, you typically want to do more for the company, do more for your business, do more for, have a. And when you're motivated, you're going to be working a lot harder than a non-motivated person. You're probably more willing to pick up a piece of garbage off the floor if you're motivated, if you're, a team player, if you're trying to be part of this group. You're going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. And we know that a highly motivated staff will give you, it would really, it's going to bring you higher, or I guess get you more, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. But motivation will help you make your business thrive, if you will, because if you have motivated people, they're going to want to sell more food. They want to make this food look nicer, want to, do certain things for the better of the restaurant. Let's see. Tell me about someone that you've worked with that is or someone that can unmute yourself and talk to me about an unmotivated person. What does an unmotivated person do to your restaurant?
I think the best way to describe an unmotivated person is a person that, like, they wake up and before they head to work, the first thing that they think is, oh, here we go again. It's
Groundhog Day or something like that. It's the same day over and over again. And I get you. And I know that we have regular grind just in our regular jobs, right? We we'll get that, you will get that kind of, I don't want to go to work. But once you get to work, the atmosphere, the excitement, the people that are there are actually motivating you to do better. And I think that's good. But again, when you're dealing with a negative or a non-motivated person, and I ask them to clean the, I don't know, the drains or something like that, a motivated person's probably not, or a non-motivated person is not going to go, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, da 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 da. Well, you're gonna hear a lot of bitching and moaning and complaining, right? Because no one wants to, if you're not motivated, you don't want to get up, you don't want to do something. You'll hear a lot of sighs or whatever else, or a lot of eye rolling. And we're going to be discussing what you do with a non-motivated person and how we need to deal with that. Other people, basically motivated people are goal oriented. They typically have goals in mind and in sight, and wanting to meet or exceed those goals. And if you are a good manager, you will motivate your employees by, setting up. Do you remember we were talking about what was that yesterday? We were talking about when it came to kind of bettering yourself and when you are highly motivated person, you're going to want to better yourself and do more for the company. So to make sure that you have highly motivated people, you need to start at the very beginning and look at their resume, see how they act in their interview. Highly motivated people will be more in depth, are more likely to get there early for the interview, dress appropriate, just certain things that you need to be a motivated person. You will see that in the interview and throughout that process of hiring, so where you can kind of tell if this person is motivated or not. But again, like I said, you kiss a lot of frogs, and you sometimes kind of hire the wrong person, and it is what it is, and you just got to put them on that growth plan or that evaluation plan, like we were talking about yesterday, to help you motivate them and to get them to be more successful in their business or in the job. Others truly love what they do. Let's see, so, in a customer, the coworkers really, who likes to work with a motivated person? Anybody?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course, because it pushes you, doesn't it? Doesn't it push you to get better or to want to, stay with that person? And if they're motivated, it kind of addicting in a way of where it kind of rubs off on you, and you're starting to get motivated and all of that, and wanting to do better for the company or do whatever it is that you're getting motivated to do. I think a highly motivated person can get so much more done and more productive. They're a lot more productive for sure. Motivation, you have also motivation, when it comes to money. People are motivated by money, right? Whatever else, but a lot of times I would do incentive programs, or you could do incentive programs of, so what can you do to motivate somebody? Let's get a bunch of gift cards and say, hey, if you do this, or you get this done in a quick manner or whatever else, here's an incentive, and that incentive is to help motivate. Anything that is there to help motivate is an incentive to kind of push them along to keep that going. Bonuses, benefits, you name it, an extra vacation day, any of those things could help motivate. What are other tangible things that someone could get for motivation? You get a T-shirt. You could get awards. Yeah,
like employee of the month or something like that.
Exactly, kind of like what I was talking about yesterday. I think a little bit of motivation, because I stole my thunder for yesterday, but if you give them a parking spot, employee parking spot, or for the month, or something that will motivate your employees to do their job. And unfortunate, guys, this is unfortunate, but a lot of times we have to do extra for my employees, because we need to motivate my employees. Sometimes, you have an unmotivated employee, and you've got to figure out what it takes to motivate them. And a lot of times you can't motivate them. There are things that are, people that you can't motivate, because whatever it is that I'm trying to give them, money, it's not enough money, or it's not enough. They're all negative Nancy, or negative Joe, or whatever else, type of deal. Just just a negative person, and that negative person holds down that the motivation. Especially when you're dealing with, just a very negative person. But go ahead.
When I worked in the mortgage industry, right before we got laid off, they gave us like an incentive to collect on the late charges. So, whenever you pay your mortgage, and if you don't pay it on time, there's a percentage of it you have to pay.
Yeah.
Well, we had to collect 25% of our overall collection. So however, say for instance, if you collect $30,000, you get 25% of that. So
oh wow,
nobody was motivated because we knew we were all losing our jobs, and we were like, man, forget this, we're not gonna do anything. And then they came up with that incentives program for us, and the phones were off the hook. We were doing so much work and collected over $2.5 million worth of
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, but that is a good motivation, right? I mean, that motivates you, because A, you're about to lose your job. B, that you have an opportunity to make a lot of money. So that totally motivated you, and I think that right there is a good motivation, right? But you might have had people that use that or flipped it around and go, well, why the hell am I going to make any money for these people, or do all this extra work because I'm getting laid off soon, or I'm going to get fired soon, or whatever else. So you have two different mindsets, right? You have your mindset, and you have a negative mindset, or a non-motivated mindset, and trying to flip those employees mindset around could be difficult, and is sometimes difficult. But you also have to just give them something. Unfortunately, give them more than their salary, right? Because to motivate people, if they're just salaried is not a motivation, then I've got to go and I got to do incentive programs, whatever else. But I think no matter what, all employees need that push a little bit. Even though that you might have the highest motivated person around, but it still, it's kind of situational, right? One day they might not be as motivated. Maybe they're like, having to get a colonoscopy, and they're not as motivated, or whatever else, right? So it really kind of depends, right? So, but what happens is when you have that unmotivated person, it really drags you down. It drags your business down. It drags your staff down, because what kind of attitude is an unmotivated person usually? What kind of attitude does do what?
Like a negative, nonchalant type of.
Yeah. Like whatever. I don't want to be here. I just have to. I have to be here. So I'm gonna clock in and clock out, but I'm not gonna do anything extra. I'm gonna just kind of just do nothing other than what my job is entail, and not do any more. So sometimes when you have people like that, it brings it down. It brings your morale down, because a negative person or a non-motivated person, because let's say you and another person are working together. You got one motivated person, one non-motivated person. Then that motivated person's feeling like, well, hell, I'm having to pull the slack for this person all the time, and that causes tension, and that tension causes issues in the dining room, or in the kitchen, or in your business, whatever business it may be. But making sure that you implement something to motivate them. Gift cards are the greatest thing. A lot of times, if you're having, let's say, to motivate people to get to work promptly on time every single day. I could say, hey, every time you clock in, you put, clock in on time every single day. I'll put your name in a drawing, and we'll draw a $50 gift card at HEB, whatever else, whatever it is, but something to motivate them to make sure that they clock in every day. Because if they don't clock in every day, then I've got to handwrite the hours, and what if the hours aren't right or whatever else. So you really need to, whatever it is, try to figure out something that you can do for your employees when for incentive programs, or like even at school, like even at our school, like we have to keep y'all motivated, right? We have a student appreciation day, right? So where we want you to know that we appreciate you, and we do give you, we'll do like milkshakes, or we'll do snow cones, or we'll do something, but do something that that we appreciate you, right? So where, just so you feel like, and so that we value you as an employee a little, or as a student, or as a person. So where we want to help give those incentives, and those incentives make you feel like you're valued, and everybody wants to feel valued, right? Everybody wants to feel like you're a part of this team, and that kind of giving benefits, and helping, and kind of fostering a good work environment will basically help you out in the long run. And it will make your facility a little more successful. Not 100% successful, but remember, it's that whole package deal, right? So it's not just a motivated employee, but it's having all of these skills put together, and being able to foster a good work environment. Motivation, as a boss, you're a good cheerleader. You're going to be their cheerleader. You're going to tell them, good job, yay, go, 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 way to go, keep it going, all of that. You need to be motivating them as they're going, because people need that cheerleader. People need that pat on the back, that motivation, or that swift kick in the butt. There are a lot of people that their motivation is, hey man, you could have done better, or whatever else. It really depends on who your employees are. And honestly, to motivate people, you have to know who your employee is, and know what motivates them. Because people get motivated in different ways. An extra day off would be great for me. That would motivate me. I think that would be more motivation than money for me.
I love time.
Do
time.
what?
Comp time.
Oh yeah.
That used to be, one of the best ways that we used to motivate young soldiers, because they just so tired.
Yep, totally. And I think that, just any sort of whatever it is, and you got to know who it is that you're, who your client, what I call clientele, or who your people you're trying to motivate is, right? And you need to know what it is that motivates them. And that's just kind of knowing who it is, and maybe either, if it's your employee, you're going to kind of know what motivates them after a while. Let's see. Employee benefits. That's also a, just in general, for you to, come stay or come work at my facility, benefits, health benefits, dental, vision, disability, all of that, guys. And you know, kind of my you know, with me being diagnosed with leukemia, you know, for me, benefits are the main thing for me, right? You know, I mean, I need those benefits. I need that health insurance. I need that sort of stuff. And so when I go for a job, when I'm looking for jobs, I always look for, a company that gives me health insurance or gives me the 401k or gives me sick days, because I know that I'm going to be sick one day or whatever else. And then I need those time off, or retirement as well. I need, so those are all benefits for motivation, but nowadays, guys, that's something that, a lot of people think that's a given. All of that I listed right there, the insurance, the health, the vision, the disability, the life insurance, paid days off, sick days, vacation, retirement. A lot of people think that's a given nowadays. And so that means that I need to even give more to my employees. So, it is a money suck. But again, you need to realize that, to keep people motivated, and all of that, you have to give incentives, give something to make people want to keep doing it over and over again. And just to break up the grind as well. What inspires motivation? Okay. So someone read that first bullet point. What inspires motivation?
Management and leadership actions that empower employees.
Okay. It empowers employees, right? And do you mind reading the rest of it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Transparent and regular communication about factors important to employees.
Okay. Now, transparency, guys. Don't you want transparency when it comes to when it comes to anything? When you're at a job, you don't want someone to feel like they're hiding things, or they're not telling you the full truth, or whatever else. So that for sure. What else? What's the next one?
Treating employees with respect.
Yeah, guys. I mean, how many times? Who's worked at a place that you felt like you weren't treated with respect? Anybody?
I mean, I think that everyone at some point in their life has worked somewhere where they've had either a boss that doesn't treat them with respect, or peers that don't treat them with respect.
For sure. Yeah. And that is a huge non-motivator. I mean, it makes you want to actually leave the facility, right? You want to walk away, right? When you're not respected, when someone disrespects you, or not respecting your authority, or your whatever it is, right? You just want to, throw up your hands and say, forget about it, I'm done, and just walk out. And that is not a motivation, not a good motivation tool. Okay, what's the next one?
Involving employees in decisions about their work and job.
Yeah, guys, that is, I think, a very, very important thing, because when you tell people or when you talk to your employees and say, tell me what's wrong, because you work at that station, you should know. You tell me what you need. I don't know what they need, because I don't know what's broken, or what needs to be fixed, or if there's a problem or whatever else. They're the ones that are doing the job. They need to, they should tell me, and I want to, get them involved with the decision making, for sure. In some situations, right? In some other situations, I cannot make them part of the decision making, but when it is available. Go ahead, next one.
Minimizing the number of rules and policies in an environment that demonstrates trust for employees and treats employees like adults.
Yeah. You know, no one likes to be treated like a kid, right? Like a little kid. So you always want to be treated like an adult. Go ahead.
Providing regular employee recognition.
Nope. And you can finish the rest of it.
Feedback and coaching for managers and leaders. Above industry average benefits and compensation. Managing employees within a doable framework of goals, measurements, and clear expectations.
Yeah. And again, like we said yesterday, and I think that the last two words on this slide was from yesterday as well. And it's clear expectations, making sure that you give your employees clear expectations on what the goals are, what their job is, or whatever the expectation is, but a clear explanation. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm going to give you all a 10-minute break. All right. Y'all good with that? 10 minutes?
Sounds good.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Hey, good morning, Chef. It's Kamari. I'm still having Wi-Fi problems. That's why I was late again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get started. And guys, let me talk to y'all for a sec. Y'all okay with me letting y'all out early today?
Oh yeah.
Whatever you need, Chef.
Yeah, I'm having some kind of starting to have some massive stomach cramping now from that drink I'm taking. So if y'all are okay with it, could you know y'all can look at the rest of the PowerPoints that are on, and I will give you, and I will redo or finish up the class and also do it tomorrow as well. Finish up. But are y'all okay with me letting y'all out for this morning?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we understand, Chef.
All right.
We
Yeah,
understand. It's no
handle your
problem.
business.
guys, I'm sorry. It just started again on our break, so I'm gonna if y'all are cool with me letting y'all out for the day, and if you could just look at the PowerPoint, and I will finish. I'll just go faster tomorrow, and we'll be able to do all today and tomorrow's. Finish up today and do the rest of tomorrow, if y'all are okay with that.
Yeah, we just want you to
That's
get
fine,
that.
Bishop.
Thanks, guys. I so appreciate it. Y'all, I love y'all. Thank you. I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Try to get, and sorry for making you get up, and hopefully you can go back to sleep or do whatever you need to do today. Bye, guys. I'm sorry.
Bye, Chef.
Bye, Chef. It's fine.
Okay,
Bye,
take care of
guys.
yourself.
All right. Thank you.
You can
Yes,
put you a hot pad on your stomach until your appointment, or get you some rice and put it in the microwave.
I've got a hot pad for me waiting on my bed right now. I just turned it on. So thank you.
Yeah,
Bye,
no worries.
guys.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mhm.